Hey there, Sabine here, continuing on with the social capital series. So, a few years back, I had a coach. She used to always say, "What gets scheduled gets done." And I can't thank her enough for drilling that into us because I use that to this day. And that is my reminder every single time I tell myself I'm going to do something. I remember it needs to get scheduled. So I believe that many of us, especially business owners, we have the best of intentions on wanting to maintain our relationships, wanting to follow up with people on a regular basis, wanting to do check-ins and coffee chats and in-person events. But sometimes there's just a lot going on and we may not have that capacity. And especially when it comes to creating a system like I talked about yesterday that allows you to reach out to individuals on a regular basis, a regular cadence. If it's not on your calendar, likely it won't get done. I can tell you right now, if it's not on my calendar, it's not happening. And I know that not everyone, uses their calendar in that way or that capacity. But I found not just from a time management or productivity perspective, but it just gives me peace of mind knowing that when I look in my calendar, I'm either available or I'm not, and I can share that with individuals. And so, as we're talking about outreach this week, I think it's important that we are creating space in our calendar to actually block off time to reconnect with the people in our network and those who we want to build and maintain these relationships with. And so, as an example, I have time blocked off on my calendar every single Monday. It's my non-negotiable time. Actually, I have several things blocked off on my calendar, but it is my time to do my network outreach. And it's a couple of things that I do, or a couple of individuals that I will reach out to in that block of time. I'll talk about it more in the Cultivating Connections challenge and then maybe a little bit in another video. And so now that means that every single week, just the same discipline that I apply to pitching myself for speaking opportunities, for following up with prospects, I now have that embedded in my calendar so I can ensure that every week I am reaching out, touching base, interacting, and engaging with the people in my network. And so I'm inviting you, if you don't have time already scheduled on your calendar, to think about it. Think about what is a day that is probably a little less chaotic for you, maybe less client centered, that you can block off an hour, just an hour to reach out, touch base, send an introduction, connect individuals within your network, send a resource that might be helpful to them. Think about what that might look like for you and then put it on your calendar so that now you have that additional accountability because your Outlook or your Google Workspace is going to flag you and say, hey, this time slot is dedicated for you to reach out to your network. So we'll talk a little bit more about some of the systems and tools and some of the things that I teach my clients during the Cultivating Connections Challenge taking place December 9th through the 11th. Come spend an hour with me and your fellow entrepreneurs and business owners and executives as we put together a system that will allow you to create momentum in building relationships, cultivating relationships, maintaining relationships so that you can leverage those relationships at some point. Details are in the captions and in the comments below. Feel free to reach out if you have questions. Happy to answer those. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in the challenge on December the 9th. With that, have a great rest of the day and take care. Talk soon.